Hello, everyone, once again. This is Rob, and welcome back to Media Awareness and another first reaction video. Before I get to that, though, a quick reminder the fundraiser continues, and your help at this current time is imperative. For those of you unaware or new to my channel, I am a disabled individual, and I use a motorized wheelchair slash scooter all day, every day for my independence, and I need your help. My insurance will not cover anything with regard to my scooter as they view it as a quote luxury item end quote. Despite the fact that I am unable to walk whatsoever, and in addition to being unable to use any other type of power chair or a standard wheelchair for that matter, only having limited use of one hand. Additionally, I do not have a backup scooter. Um, Therefore, if this fails once again, I will be dependent on people for my independence and my level of care 24/7. And that's not who I am. I am an individual who thrives on my independence. I pride myself on the things I can do. And although I'm not able to do everything on my own, the things I can do, I am proud of. Therefore, below the title of this video in the description, as well as in a separate section below the information pertaining to this video that I will be reacting to, you will find a spot fund link in those two places. Any and all help is appreciated. I cannot stress that enough. The spot fund is easy to use, takes a few seconds to contribute, and even the smallest donations go a long way. Everything adds up over time. And I really appreciate it. I recently had a situation where I was at the mercy of my scooter not working. And I was dependent on my son and family and friends to help me around my house. And it was not a situation I anticipated. I was very much a fish out of water, and I don't want that to be the case again. I want to have parts on hand so that they can be replaced ASAP, in addition to the funds to be able to pay the train technicians to install the parts and make certain that they're working correctly. Ideally, I would like to have a backup scooter on hand, same type I use, and and I'm far from meeting the fundraising deadline, uh, not deadline, the goal. Sorry, the goal, fundraising goal that I have set in order to purchase parts and possibly a new scooter as well. So, with all of that stated, please do what you can with the spot fund. And I do want to extend a gracious thanks to those who have contributed thus far, in addition to those who plan on contributing, as your contributions have and will make a world of difference in my life. Having recently gotten my scooter up and running once again, um, a rather costly endeavor, um, I can honestly say I do not want to be in that situation once again with either the same part or different parts malfunctioning, which would then affect the scooter's functional capacity. So please, as stated, do what you can. It's all appreciated. I thank you all. I love you all. On with this reaction. So, we have a new David Gilmour album on the horizon. It is the end of August as I'm filming this video. This song actually premiered today, earlier, and it is currently the album is scheduled for release on September 6th, 2024. On Roger Waters' birthday, and I can't help but think that that was an intentional act, but I'm gonna try not to read into that too much. It could have just been a fluke, a record company decision to get the album out in early September. But given all the uh, David Gilmour, Roger Waters drama over the past couple of years, um, and longer for that matter, there's a good uh, likelihood that it is no coincidence. Now, this new album is titled Luck and Strange, and our first single that we heard a few months ago was great. Um, I missed doing a reaction to the second track that was released, so this is the third single, I'm assuming, from what I can gather at least, and it is titled Dark and Velvet Nights. And I will be doing a first reaction. I have not heard this yet. And I will be following that with my assessment of both the video and the track itself in terms of the lyrics, the um, vocals, the production, my usual, everything. And as always, with all my videos, in the event it's blocked, it will be linked below. I also do this because the musicians and bands who create this music for us, the fans, do so with the utmost integrity and creativity, and they deserve all the credit in the world for their hard work. So always click on their source link below. Additionally, you'll be able to see it without me in the corner of the screen up there somewhere like an untrained mime in the box. Um, so that will work out to your advantage. Plus, this is a lyric video, and you might want to sing along at home. So keep that in mind as well. So here we go. First reaction, David Gilmour, Dark and Velvet Nights. First reaction. And I'll be back as promised with my assessment.
This dark and velvet night that surrounds us. This dark and velvet night, I will wrap around us.
David Gilmour, Dark and Velvet Nights. That was pretty intense. It actually kind of shocked me at certain points with the abrupt nature of the changes in the song in terms of different elements sort of coming at you and being more sonically abrupt in nature. Really effective though. I liked it a lot, and lyrically, it's really has a lot of depth to it, as we saw with the first single from the album, which I did a lyrical analysis on by request. You can find both those reactions and lyrical analysis in my videos, but this was definitely very foreboding lyrically speaking, and had a lot of imagery and metaphorical descriptors that were used, and I can appreciate that from a writing standpoint. It was really well done. Musically, it's really a work of art. The mixing on this, production on this, is really top notch. It sounds really very, very reminiscent of um, the Pink Floyd era of David Gilmour. And uh, those of you who are aware of David Gilmour's um, tour plans, he doesn't plan on performing any of 1970s Pink Floyd whatsoever, but focusing rather on post 1970s, so the 1980s material, which would of course include A Momentary Lapse of Reason, Division Bell, etc., and some of David's other solo work after that as well, in addition to his previous solo work from the 70s. And I think we can all be pretty uh, certain that we'll hear more 60s Pink Floyd, which I really hope is the case. Um, that's an era of Floyd that isn't really focused on enough. And the genesis of Pink Floyd being the Piper at the Gates of Dawn, being really alluded to from the first single on this album, and going forward from there, Saucer Full of Secrets, Umagoma, um, you know, Obscured by Clouds. Don't know why I just drew a blank on that. Obscured by Clouds, Adam Hartmother, especially Adam Hartmother. Beautiful, beautiful album. I actually recently listened to that again from beginning to end, and it was just spellbinding. The standard edition. I haven't gotten my hands on the special edition of that album yet. I'm hoping to sometime soon. Um, I haven't even been able to find it though, so that's problematic. But I do love Adam Hartmother, and I do want to see the concert footage that's on the bonus disc, as something that I do not have. Um, and as a longtime Pink Floyd fan, it's something I want to see and add to my collection here. But this album, I was just talking about this album earlier today, in fact, to a friend of mine, and I was saying that I'm looking forward to it, but that I was still kind of on the fence in terms of my thoughts on it as a whole. But with this song now, those thoughts are starting to change a little more, and I'm looking forward to September 6th, 2024, for this album's release. Now, whether I have the album in hand to actually show you on the 6th may or may not happen. Uh, I have not um, uh, made any contingency plans to obtain the album for the review. So unless it gets sent to me by chance, I will be doing my review based on what I can hear on Spotify. I would like to ideally hold it in my hand, review the packaging, etc. for you guys. But if that doesn't happen, it will happen at some point in time, and uh, I will do what I can to show off the packaging when feasibly possible. If that's something you guys would like as an extended part of the review itself. So let me know in the comments section on either this or on the actual review itself once the album is released a few weeks from now. I do have to say that the production on this song though is magnificent. The drums sound huge, and they really give the song a really intense ambiance in terms of the feel and what you take away from it after listening. It just sounds magnificent. Uh, Bass guitar sounds great. Keyboards really accent the arrangement very well, and of course, the backing vocals are also very good. Um, Nothing is going to be bad with David Gilmour's productions. I can pretty much say that for certain. I'm just trying to adjust to seeing him playing Les Paul style guitar as opposed to a Fender Strat. Um, However, he is just on fire, and especially on this song. This really made my day as far as hearing that guitar solo at the end and just those pounding drums, just really intense. And like I said, melodically everything flows nicely. The video itself is pretty much standard, uh, what we have seen before um, from David, and that's studio clips of him recording and playing these parts, and it's nice to see that because it's a glimpse into that world that a lot of us don't get, and most people sadly don't know how albums are made. So I think for people like that, it really is beneficial to watch this kind of stuff and actually see how the songs actually come together, as opposed to just assuming that somebody goes into a room and sings. There's a lot more that goes into it in terms of mixing, mastering, performances. Everything is meticulously done, and it really shows off the artistic aspect very well, in my opinion. So, David Gilmour, Dark and Velvet Nights. What do you think of this song? If it was blocked, you know the routine. You may have gotten to experience a snippet, but this is why I always link these songs below. That, and as I said, the musicians and bands really work extremely hard to bring us this music, so it's always, always in your best interest and their best interest to click on those source links below. So please do so and let me know your thoughts on this new song, Dark and Velvet Nights, David Gilmour, off the album Looking Strange, scheduled for release on Roger Waters' birthday, September 6th, 2024. And Roger is not part of this album whatsoever. This is a David Gilmour album exclusively with David Gilmour's people, and uh, lyrics on the album provided primarily by Polly Simpson, uh, David's longtime collaborator wife, and an amazingly lyrically talented individual who I admire tremendously for her lyrical contributions to David's work. So I hope you enjoyed this reaction. Once again, a reminder the fundraiser continues. Please do what you can. Any and all help is welcome. And I will see you all again soon. Have a wonderful morning, noon, or night, wherever you are. Take care. Bye.